Graduated in 1955. Oh, I recognize more than a couple people from Brockton High. Yeah, a lot of Brocktonians here. Didn't have to make a lot of new friends. Some were already here. My name is Nancy Roberts. I know TC from high school. We graduated together.
Well, Nancy was a sports person. I was not a sports person. I wasn't a student, but I was, I had I went a different avenue. I did the library, I did different things like that. And Nancy was an extremely popular sports person. She was good in everything. There's nothing she couldn't do sports-wise.
Of course, it's really nice that you don't have to try to make friends with everybody. It's easy to do. I think people our age are more open to each other, but it's nice to have known somebody for a long time.
It was very nice. It's nice to go someplace and know people, not to walk in and you don't know anybody and you're shy. Well, a little shy.
I had one of my neighbors, when we lived in Brockton for 34 years, we bought a house on Linear Avenue in the sweetest section of Campello, and we lived there for 34 years, and right behind the next street, their house was backed up to the house with the McGillises. And Sis McGillis is here, and her twin brother, Paul O'Connor, is here, and their kids grew up with my kids. The more you do it, the more you realize that you know more people, and even if you're not from Brockton, you find that there's people from Quincy or whatever, and that you've all had similar life experiences. So my mom worked at Brockton Hospital in the kitchen, and that's where I met my wife. My wife was a nurse's aide, and our first date was the junior-senior prom at Brockton High School.
I just found that Brockton High gave me the experience that I needed. The teacher cared for me, and even though I was not a good student, they cared for me.
But in my senior year, I wanted to go out for the football team, so I asked Mr. Saber, who was the coach. He was my gym teacher, and I said, Mr. Saber, I'd like to go out for a football team. He said, Tommy, what do you do? I said, I play in the band. He said, stay in the band. It was a very good school that I went to, and I was involved with the music department in all areas, and so it gave me a good basic foundation. So when I went in the service and performed with the Navy bands and whatnot, then I went to college. So Brockton High gave me the foundation so I could go there. And then we moved. At one point, we bought a house in Brockton, and our kids all went to Brockton High School. All four kids graduated from Brockton High, so I felt good about that.
Well, I would say it's mostly the people, that makes, like in my neighborhood, there are some people that turned out to be extremely successful. Some of them economically, and some of them for the things that they accomplished and did. So that was a good thing.
I graduated from Brockton High in 1960. I think with my experience, I was at Brockton at the church there at Trinity Beth for 7 years. So I got to know a lot of people.
I used to go to the James Edgar Playground all the time when I was a kid, and I became friends with one of Rocky Marciano's brothers, his youngest brother, Peter. And we used to play in 1 year we played in the same team. He was a really good athlete, and they were all the Marcajanos. They were all great athletes. So it meant a lot because we used to, my dad we watched the fights on Friday night and we were so proud that he was from Brockton, and we would watch those, and it was the thing to do. The thing to do on Friday night was to watch the fights, and maybe Rocky would be there, you know. So
I think the pride would be what we take in our city. You know, all the things that they've offered to us over the years, and all the things that we can do here. You know, we do a lot of helping people in the community. So.